Right?
Wendy thought Napoleon could have got it. Napoleon could have got it, but I can picture him trying, and then going off in a passion, slamming the door.
Slamming.
Slamming
Like,
the door.
You know,
Sì.
banging,
Sì.
slamming.
Mr. Darling used to boast to Wendy that her mother not only loved him but respected him. Respect him. He was one of those deep ones who know about stocks and shares. Of course, no one really knows, but he quite seemed to know, and he often said stocks were up and shares were down in a way that would have made an
Would, non
wood.
L non devi pronunciare L. Would. No, would.
Wood.
No, would.
Wood.
Non would, would.
Hood.
No, would.
Wood.
Vada.
Wood.
Hood. Would. Hood. È diverso. Would. This is not wood. This is just wood. Wood.
Wood.
Wood. Wood. In realtà, anche pronuncia non è wood, però per prendere un po' da prima, perché se questo è primo, vero? Questo devi pronunciare wood. Wood.
Più facile.
Would you come with me?
Non è più facile. Wood.
Perché è pronuncia un po' strano, però questo viene anche a, come si chiama? Prima tu leggi com'è, però dopo io dico pronuncia.
Have made any woman respect him. Mrs. Darling was married in white, and at first she kept the books perfectly, almost gleefully, as if it were a game. Not so much as Brussels sprout was missing, but by and by whole cauliflowers dropped out, and instead of them there were pictures of babies without faces.
Put the pen, Fabio. Put the pen, like, where you're reading so that I can, no. Do it like this and go wherever you're reading. Try to, go like this.
With pen.
No, with pen.
With pen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go. Yeah.
She drew them when. Do you want to?
No.
Do refer?
Yeah, because I want to.
Okay. No, but for me it's not.
It's fine. Yeah.
She drew them when she should have been totting up. They were Mrs. Darling's guesses. Wendy came first, then John, then Michael. For a week or two after Wendy came, it was doubtful whether they would be able to keep her, as she was another mouth to feed. Mrs. Darling was frightfully proud of her. Mrs. Darling was frightfully proud of her, but he was very honorable and honorable.
No H devi mangiare, non c'è H pronuncia.
Okay.
Non
honorable,
no. Honorable, no.
Honorable. And he sat on the edge of Mrs. Darling's bed, holding her hand and calculating expenses, while she looked at him imploringly. She wanted to risk it, come what might, but that was.
But you're reading continuously, you see. So she wanted to risk it. Stop.
She wanted to risk it. Come what might.
Stop. Take a breathe. Because you need pause. Okay. And when you pause, then you're gonna be lifting up with but that was,
But that was not
take the
his
energy
way.
back, Yeah.
His way was with a pencil and a piece of paper.
Paper.
Paper. And if she confused him with suggestion, he had to begin and the beginning again.
Take a breathe. Take relax and then go. Yeah. Don't breathe like exactly. If you're going continuously, there is no rhythm, and the opposite person might definitely not understand what you're gonna be, speaking or reading.
Now, don't interrupt.
Stop. Then you go.
He would beg of her. I have £1.17 here and £2.60 at the office. I can cut off my coffee at the office, say 10 shillings, making 2, 9 and 6. With your 18 and 3 makes 397. With 5 noughts in the checkbook makes 897.
This is not nout, it's I think not.
Not. For me it's not. Not is not.
No.
Not. Okay. Okay, where makes 897. Who is that moving? 897. Dot and carry 7. Don't speak, my hound. And the pound you lent to that man who came to the door. Why, child? Dot and carry child. There, you have done it.
There.
There.
Full stop. I mean, comma.
You have done it.
You've done it.
You've done it.
Did I say 997? Question mark. 997?
997.
You need to stress up, where there is a question mark. Vuoi mangiare? How does it come? Vuoi mangiare?
Okay.
Something like that.
Did I say 997? Yes.
The last you need to stress because it's a question mark. Did I say 997?
7?
Like you stress because it's a question mark, so they understand, even if it is not like. Did you eat? Did you eat? There is a lot of difference. Yes.
Yes.
It's a response. Yes.
I said 997. The question is, can we try for here on 997?
Exactly.
Of course we can, George, she cried.
Exactly. The way you read this one, the same way you have to read. This rhythm, you have done a very good job here. Because, of course, you slow down your voice. We can. George,
she cried.
And you slow down here, she cried, because the expression is like sad.
But she was prejudiced in Wendy's favor, and he was really the grander character of the two. Remember Mumps? He warned her. He warned her almost threateningly, and off he went again.
Threateningly. I'm threatening you.
For me.
I'm threatening you is like devi fare.
Okay.
I'm threatening you, paura.
Okay.
I'm making you fear.
Okay.
Threaten.
And off he went again. Mumps £1. That is what I have put down. But I dare say it will be more like 30 shillings. Don't speak. Measles 1.5.
Measles 1.5.
Measles 1.5.
German
measles half a guinea.
Half. Not half.
Not half.
HL is completely eat L. Half
a guinea makes 2.15.6. Don't waggle your finger. Whooping cow. Cough. Say 15 shillings, and so on it went.
They are betting, on this.
And it added up differently each time. But at last, Wendy just got through, with maps reduced to 12.6 and the two kinds of missiles treated as one.
Mm-hmm.
There was the same excitement over John and Michael had even an hour squeak.
Mm-hmm.
But both were kept, and soon you might have seen the three of them going in a row to Mrs. Fulmus kindergarten school, accompanied by their nurse.
Mm-hmm.
Mrs. Darling loved to have everything just so, and Mrs. Darling had a passion for being exactly like his neighbors. So, of course, they had a nurse. As they were poor, owing to the amount of milk, owing
Mm-hmm.
to the amount of milk the children drank, this nurse was a prime Newfoundland dog called Nana, who had belonged to no one in particular until the Darlings engaged her. She had always thought children important. Taught children important. Taught children important. However, and the Darlings had become acquainted with her in Kensington Gardens, where she spent most of her spare time peeping into perambulators, and was much hated by careless nurse inmates whom she followed to their homes and complained to their mistresses.
Mm-hmm.
She proved to be quite a treasure of nurse. How thorough. Thorough, non è true, thorough. She was a bad time, and up at bad time, and up at any moment of the night if one of her charges made the slightest cry. Of course, her candle was in the nursery. She had a genius for knowing when a cough
is a thing too. Now, how many did we read? How many did we cover? 3, right? We read, write down this page so that 1, 2, 3. We finished here, right? So next we're going to read from here.
Okay.
Our focus is this book we are reading not to understand, but we are rhythm. To carry the rhythm.
Okay.
Where to stop, how to do, how to question, how to, we are focusing on that, on this whole journey. And once we do all this, whole pages, maybe we come up with reading up properly to understand the story. Now, only the rhythm aspect we have, read this. So now I'm going to ask you some questions, what we have done previously. I hope you remember. Let us go back to our all to the back, completely back. I'm going to ask you a few things. Let me see on what I have to be focusing. I'm going to give you one word. You're going to phrase a sentence, or let me see what I'm going to come up with. But you're going to phrase a big sentence, like, 3 or 4 lines.
Okay.
Not one. Before we did one, small. Now, like, a little bit more. Okay? And you're not going to use the same word repeatedly. Okay. Like if I say corruption, you use less, saying corruption, no.
No.
But tell me in a way that you use it in a
Okay.
different way, that word, particular word. Now I say corruption. Go. Talk about corruption.
I talk, ok, non
no.
right, diciamo, no?
No.
Corruption. I don't remember corruption.
No. Don't worry about this topic.
Okay.
No, not the
now
topic.
Sentences now.
You frame whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
Whatever.
Okay.
I'm just giving you one word, not the same topic. No.
Corruption is a problem in the Italian society and the world society in general. And in the
don't think in Italian.
and in the Italian law is a reato, come si dice, delitto, is a
Created you. No.
is
Che vuoi dire? Dimmi in italiano.
Vietato, non si può fare. Vietato, cioè sanzionato, cioè.
Stopped. You mean to say stopped?
No, is vabbè.
Okay, whatever.
Next one, yeah. Is sì, okay. Corruption. This problem is very.
Because you're thinking in Italian, Fabio.
The corruption
Don't think in Italian. Try to say in English very simple.
Very
words.
complex. Cioè,
You can say things like this.
Okay.
You can say this. Corruption is a very complex thing, which is in Italy and just in general all over the world.
Okay.
And due to corruption, people suffer a lot. They have to go through bad situations, and just tell in a general and in a very simple manner, without thinking in Italian. When you end up thinking in Italian, you know how to say it. But that's why I'm saying your problem is you think always in Italian.
Okay, yes, but if the theme is
okay, now I'm going to
I think
I do one thing. I do one thing. I give you corruption word. You close your eyes and frame your own sentences in English. Don't think in Italian and come tell me, spill out altogether. I give you some time.
Okay.
Because till now I didn't give you time, right? So now I give you time.
Okay.
Now I'm saying close your eyes and think about corruption in English only, please. And come up with whatever you want to say. No. Close your eyes and silence. Don't say anything. I give you some time and frame in your mind what you have to say. And then I say, go, you tell me. Corruption. Now you close your eyes and think.
Okay.
Frame your sentences in your mind.
Okay.
Close your eyes. You tell me when you're ready, okay? At least 3 phrases or 4 phrases you come up with.
In for corruption.
Yeah.
Start.
Ready? Mm-hmm.
Okay. Corruption is a historical problem of Italian society and in general of democratic society. This problem is when a man
you know what? Your problem is completely you're thinking in Italian.
Okay.
Maybe I need to give you some source to not to think in Italian. Because whenever I'm telling you something, you're completely translating from Italian because you are you're framing in Italian phrases and you want to translate the same thing. That's where you're feeling so problematic to speak out. That's the problem. Okay. So now you completely forget. Don't worry about the words. Don't worry about the concept. I don't care about the concept, what you want to really put from Italian to English. No, I want only simple sentences in English. Go in English. Go. Try to stop thinking.
Okay, okay.
You know that one. That I know.
Okay, the corruption is forbidden in the Italy, but is very frequente, come si dice, is very
Commonly used or frequently frequently used.
Okay, in the market and
Repeatedly, frequently.
frequently
Yes.
in the use in the consuetudine, come si dice,
Constitution.
Okay.
In general, in the market
general,
or in the places, you know, or in the place or in the official places.
Ecco, esatto.
In the official departments or in the official places,
Okay.
they use the corruption. Okay.
Okay. I study corruption in the university and in the book of in the book.
The book refers to. The book refers to.
Ok, refers to.
Vuoi dire quello, no?
Sì, vabbè.
Perché il libro sta dicendo.
Sì,
Sì. Book refers to. Refers to.
Non mi ricordo come si dice, lo so.
Che parola?
Vediamo un attimo se lo trovo.
Why don't you frame simple, Fabio, prima? Piccole, semplicemente frasi. Io non voglio... Perché tu stai usando molto complicato.
The theme is un po' complicato. Cioè,
no, io voglio prima iniziare con facile frase, non voglio molto complicare, perché...
penal code, in the book of penal code.
Because you're using high level words, that's good, but in the beginning to go with English is better to frame simple and fast.
Forse bisogna cambiare tema se parliamo della corruzione.
Okay, I will. Okay, talk about books.
Books. Okay.
I give you time. Close your eyes.
Okay.
Frame your phrases. Then you say in a simple, short, crisp 4 phrases, 4 sentences.
4 sentences.
No, prima chiudi gli occhi,
okay.
Pensi un paio di minuti.
Oh, ok.
Ready?
Ok.
Go. Are you ready?
Ok.
Go.
Allora, I have many books in my house, differently types of book. The book.
Different types, not differently. Different types.
Different types of book.
Books. Different
books.
types of books.
The books of my children, of the books of my work, the books of Angela and many different types. I read the books in the afternoon. When I go to sleep. Prima.
Before I go to sleep.
Before I go to sleep.
Or before I hit the sack.
Okay.
You can say before I hit the sack vuol dire uguale prima di andare a letto.
Okay. I read the books
before
I read the bed, and I read the book of my children.
I read books related to my children. I
To the
read
children?
baby's book.
Baby's book. Okay, read the baby's book. And in the morning, I read the book, the works book, okay, libri di lavoro.
You read books related to the work.
Related to the work. And books. The book is a very important thing to
read,
to
digest, to prendere la
digest.
essence.
Okay, digest the
story or essence.
Story and come si dice narrativa, cioè,
Summary.
Summary and
putting into practice.
Yes.
Okay. Now I tell you one thing. When I say, for example, book, you're using the book many times.
Okay.
So avoid using many times saying book. Rather, you just say that my house has different collection of books. And I read. Okay. Now you can say avoid saying many times the same word. Book, corruption. No. You start with introduction,
Okay.
My house has various collection of books.
This is
various collection. Collezione.
Has
collection.
Il verbo qual è?
Has. My house has different collection.
My house has
different
or
various collection of books. Few books are related to my babies and few are for my office work. And different. Okay, categorize. Okay, then you're saying before I hit the bed, or before I go to sleep, or before I hit the sack, I prefer to read books and spend some night timings since it's calm and relaxing. I would prefer reading books. And in the afternoon, I read my office-related books, something like that. But don't use every sentence with the word beginning book.
Okay.
Okay. Don't use many times book. It's like vocabulary is weak. You should use something else. Okay. And now I will say something else. And what's your favorite book? Talk about your favorite book, Speak something about your favorite book.
My favorite book is a very difficult question because in the past, when I was younger,
your choice of books is changing.
Exactly, it's
your
changing.
Preference has
My
been
preference
changing.
is changing in the time. Okay.
Yeah, by the time.
Come si dice? Così come ugualmente.
Eventually.
Even the song is the same. Song change in the time.
Eventually,
my preferred song is in the time.
Just you say that my preferences or my choices of reading the book has been changed a lot.
Okay, I'll change it.
And it's like changing, or you can say that, in a creative way. You can say that, before I used to read a kind of book, and now I'm reading totally different. My choice has been changing, like seasons.
Okay, like seasons. Okay.
Stagione.
Mio life season.
Esatto. Mie preferenze sta cambiando come stagione. Io sempre cambiando. Comunque devi.
Okay.
Simple word, Simple.
Okay. But the categories of
categories.
Categories of book I prefer is
Or simply say,
a real
now
story.
you want to say? Now
Now,
you want to say? So
okay.
you say that currently.
Currently, I prefer the books of problems, social problem, real.
Based on social problems.
Based
Currently, I prefer reading.
Reading, exactly.
You're not saying reading books.
No,
You're saying just reading. Currently, I prefer reading based on social problems and based on realistic
theme,
realistic
situations and
it's a very interesting
or a yellow book,
yellow pages.
Pages.
No. Yellow pages? No.
Gialli, come si dice gialli?
Gialli. Che vuol dire gialli?
Omicidi,
Killing,
esatto. Sì, vabbè.
Crime.
Okay.
So now currently you're willing to read more towards social problematic, social problems or crime related.
Esatto. No, not fantastic stories.
Fantasy kind of stories.
Fantasy,
not fantastic.
Okay.
Fantastic
Now,
is super. Fantasy is
fantasy stories.
Fantasy,
okay.
Yeah.
No, this the
dramatic. I lost interest.
I lost interest in fantasy stories.
Fantasy and the one which you said. Something just dramatic stories.
Well, when I was
young, I left my interest.
Okay.
Mi interesse lasciato
I left the interest.
I left my interest behind.
Okay.
Yes, I left my interest
behind.
Ok? Ok. Fai ancora perché parlando bene meglio questo topico.
2 settimane comunque non vanno bene.
No, perché sì, vero.
Ho perso un po' non ho parlato.
Hai letto quello che io ho detto, homework hai fatto?
Quello là sì, degli homophones.
Sì, hai fatto?
Sì, ho letto homophones, sì.
I gave you 2 homework.
But don't in the last week, in the present week, next
I'm gonna
day.
I'm gonna ask this later. Yeah. So, talk about books. Continue.
And
speak about something about social problems. Tell me a few social problems that you read in
economies or the problem of war in Ukraine.
That books I could never read.
I read
I'm like super behind for wars and I like, no, I don't want war. Nobody wants war.
I read.
But do you understand the concepts?
Yes,
behind the war
is very problem. Ognuno dice la sua.
Esatto, everybody has their own idea.
Esatto, idea.
Repeat the one. Everybody has
their.
Which their? Can you spell? Spell. Dici come scrivi their problems? No. Dici.
TH.
Their.
E.
Yes.
I. R.
Perfect. Okay. Everybody has their own ideas to describe the war. Okay. Go ahead. And what? Okay, I'm gonna ask you the same related questions now. It's better to continue with the same topic. And what was that interesting in the book that you read? You said that you like more social problems and to read about social problems, wars and crime and economics. So economy of the country or the people or in general. Okay. So what did you read in these books? The one which you read. What was that? Can you tell me a few of them?
Di cosa parla?
Esatto, cosa parla questi libri?
Allora, the social problem, the problem of the last book that I was reading talking about emigration
Immigrants.
to Italy in the Europe or
In general.
that in general, and the supervision and previdential problem.
Which one? Privilege. No.
Vabbè, is very complicated.
What is it? If you tell me, I will.
Problemi who pay the pensioni, so what is it?
Yeah, pension.
Pension at the next generation, because in Italy with the tax of stipendio of retribution, we contribution we pay the pension of
the future, you mean to say?
No, the net pension of pensionati di ora, ok? Allora,
you're paying taxes for the
okay,
pension.
The employer's retribution
Contribution or
contribution
okay.
Contribution pay the pension of pensionati.
Future?
No, future. Adesso, now.
Ok, puoi dire in italiano.
Ok, allora, col mio stipendio io pago la pensione di pensionati di ora, ok?
Con tuo taxes.
Taxes.
Con le tue tasse.
Con le tasse paghiamo la pensione di ora, ok? Quindi my taxes.
You're getting your pension.
Okay.
Okay.
Pension of pension now pension. Okay,
No,
pension.
what is that? Che devo dire? No pension.
Now, pensionati di oggi, ok?
Pensionati di oggi vuol dire quello che persone già prendendo.
Già che stanno prendendo.
Quello che tu stai dicendo che capito adesso, che quello tasse che io pago oggi
pago la
io
pensione.
tasse pagando di persone quello che
fai finta che accanto c'è un pensionato,
esatto,
ok? Ma
stai pagando
io
tasse.
sto pagando tasse.
Okay.
In the future, the problem is very critical.
This will be more critical
because tax immigration to Italy in the future ci saranno it will be very much over 16. So over 16.
What is 16?
60.
16, okay.
60,
Over 16.
Anziani, anzi.
Sì, over 16.
Over 16.
Old age people. Old
age people. Old age people.
Sì.
People, but no, come si dice, young people.
Ok, puoi dire questa frase in italiano?
Ok, ci
quello
saranno,
che prima mi ha detto i copi.
ci saranno tanti persone anziane in Italia, sì, ma poche persone giovani. For young people.
Ok,
People,
got it.
Because immigration to Italy in the rest of the world, and very low come si dice, tasso di nascita, poche nascite, pochi bambini, quindi in the future old age people in Italy and yes, okay, this is a very problematic because who
I told you.
Who pays the pension? Who pays the social sanità? Okay? The last book that I read talking about this problem.
Even I told you. You remember that day I told that I did analysis on my thesis.
Okay.
Not on my thesis because I was doing some analysis. And even I told you, Italy's main problem is population. That's why government invites, young people to come here and stay here and give you various perks and perks, what is perks?
Perks, no.
Benefits. When you stay here, you have different small perks. However, since the people are not getting employment, they're just moving out of the city, the country. Doesn't mean because the employment rate is, fill the gap. The employment rate is. Okay, I'm going to tell you the same sentence again. You fill the last word.
Okay.
Italy has low employment rate.
Yes.
And people are just going out of
country.
Exactly. And why the employment is low?
Employment low.
Because they're not generating employment, right?
Okay.
They're not focused on that. Since, the old age people are, more, and less people are, young, less people.
Okay.
So that's the main problem, right?
Yes.
So the problem which we are discussing right now, I already told you there, you remember, Italy has a serious problem of young generation.
Yes.
Future is a threat.
Problematic. Okay.
Threat. How do you say threat in Italian?
Threat in Italian is problema, is difficoltà.
Threat is like warning. Danger. Allarme. Okay. So this is the main alarm. Because nobody is making babies and less population.
No, esatto. No making baby.
They're not. They're not involved. They're not involved into
Okay.
Getting through producing babies and all. So they're not marrying, and they're not willing to, because who will take care of their expenses when they don't have a good salary? It's very hard for them to raise kids.
Yes.
Yes, of course, government is giving something, but it's not sufficient at all.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So, and talk about, now you spoke about this, right? You spoke about pension, and you wanted to say 2 sentences here, right? Now I give you time. Same 2 sentences, can you phrase, I'm going to tell you in Italian, you wanted to say that. Oggi mio tasse andando per pagare I anziani.
Okay.
Okay. You're paying your own taxes, current taxes, and that is helping the old people today. And tomorrow, since in future there will be less youngsters, giovani, youngsters. Who will be paying pension to the old people for tomorrow?
Yes.
When you grow old.
This is the problem.
Exactly. So you are thinking about. So this book talks about this.
One of many problems.
Exactly. One of the many problems. Adesso queste 2 frasi dici prima in italiano.
Ok.
Tu, e poi dici in inglese. Adesso è simple.
Simple. Ok.
The way I told you.
Allora, oggi il sistema nazionale prevede che una parte della retribuzione, delle tasse delle retribuzioni siano destinate per pagare le pensioni, ok?
Per
pagare le pensioni dei pensionati per gli anziani, ok? Ma questo sistema in futuro non
ci sarà.
Non potrà esserci.
Non potrà esserci.
Perché ci saranno troppi anziani rispetto ai giovani, ok? Quindi non ci sarà equilibrio.
Bilancia.
Ok?
Equilibrio.
Questo è il problema.
Okay, perfect. Now you tell me the same one in English. Very simple, Fabio. Very simple, but the problem is you are thinking in Italian.
Okay.
You know
Today,
it already.
In Italy,
non pensare in italiano, per favore.
Okay,
Quello che io ho detto.
No.
Today,
Simple,
my
very
taxes.
simple.
You just tell me my taxes I'm giving to
Today in Italy, the tax of
youngsters,
youngsters, all young employers, all employers.
Don't say employers. Say that today's taxes we are paying to them.
Perché se io dico younger,
youngsters.
Intendo tutti i giovani, in realtà anche chi lavora ancora paga.
Quindi puoi dire solo che oggi
employers, le tasse dei lavoratori.
You know, you just tell that taxes.
Taxes.
Because
Okay,
employment
today,
taxes.
with the taxes,
Exactly, with the taxes.
we pay the pension of old
For
age
old
people.
people.
For old age people. But in the future, this system
Exactly. Go,
is not possible. It's
Simple.
not possible.
You understood?
It's not possible
È molto facile.
because
Ancora pensando italiano. Dai.
no, prima mi hai detto come si dice ci saranno.
In future, it might not be feasible to the government.
Okay.
Because
in the future,
because
it will be many old
the ratio will be not equivalent to old versus young.
Okay.
Old people, okay.
Difficult.
The ratio, okay, the ratio. Ratio vuol dire razio, no?
Ok, ratio. Okay.
Ratio,
okay.
Perché sto dicendo due, no?
Ok.
Quindi mettiamo ratio. Ratio between young people and old people, there is no
equilibrio.
There is no
okay,
balance.
Ok.
Or there is no equilibrium.
Not balance. Ok.
Tu puoi dire equilibrium.
Okay, balance. Balance is very good.
Okay, and the other points?
The other point?
Yeah.
Io ho dato uno yogurt a Lullo, uno yogurt, e lui ha detto ne vuoi un altro?
No, basta, vammi fra poco di papà, ok?
Okay.
Così.
So
The next point is...
You have to tell me.
Okay.
We have already discussed this too. You said that today taxes I'm paying the old people and they're happy because they are getting the pension.
Okay.
Today's taxes and today's pension is system over.
Okay.
But you're worried about, the book says that in future there is no equilibrium between old people and young people since the young generation has been dropping down.
Okay.
There is a high risk.
The one of solution the book present is...
the book presented with one solution?
one of many possible solutions.
Okay, one of the many possible solutions.
The author of the book present is the introduced in Italy a young employers of other countries.
That's what
in
I told
particular, Africa or East employment.
He should generation of more
for reintegration.
To gain the economic, scale up, because economic scale has been dropped completely in Italy. When you compare to Europe, it has dropped.
But this idea,
però questa idea è quello che io ho detto, stessa cosa.
Sì, come si dice conflicting with the general perception and system based to authoritarianism and nationalism system concept.
Ok.
Cioè, l'idea di immigrare con persone straniere in Italia confligge con quello che è l'idea pensante attuale che non bisogna tenere ognuno nel suo paese, ognuno vive nel suo paese. Okay.
This is the main problem. The thing what I told you, even my research, quando io ho fatto ricerca, stessa cosa che io ho detto l'altra volta, che non c'è, però io non ho parlato pensione. Comunque, concetto uguale. Quello che io ho detto non c'è tanti giovani, in futuro è un allarme per il paese.
Certo.
Perché quando non c'è tanti giovani, economia va giù, lavori pochi, tasse meno, non c'è pensione, è una cosa.
Poi ci saranno,
c'è collegamento.
In the sanitary system is another problem because
sanitary would be another problem.
Another problem because in the hospital will be very tanti, come dire,
Many people?
many old age people, because
Oh,
old age
yeah.
people equal
No, I understand.
very pathologies.
Yes.
quindi
The sanitary system will be filled with more old age
Esatto,
people,
old age people.
and to
Che-
manage their expenses,
who
will manage their
cure,
expenses?
assist,
Yeah.
who cure these
Old people.
these
If there are no
people,
young generation.
if non ci sono
Giovani.
giovani, infermieri, dottori.
Sì, yes, correct.
Ok? Ci sono tantissimi malati e
Pochissimi giovani che per
pochissimi che
curare.
assistono, quindi tutti
Yes,
sistema,
for curing.
cioè più cresce la media della vita, più ci saranno
Yeah, this is a very big
quindi
problem.
In general and in particular sector of our society, the medium age, medium age impact with and created a problem.
Non ho
Okay?
capito. Che vuoi dire? I medium age?
Cioè in tutti i settori,
Sì.
anche il
In all
settore
the
particolare,
sectors.
in all sectors, la crescita della media della vita, cioè il fatto che una country come l'Italia non ha 30 anni di media, ma 60 anni di media.
Sì, the medium comes to
The medium,
orient,
the medium
people,
age, medium, come si dice? Non so.
Medium.
The medium
The medium
is very up. Is very
The medium
up.
is high.
High.
The medium is high for the old age people.
Okay. Is generated, created many problems.
It creates many problems. Yeah. It's very interesting book. What is the book name?
One moment.
Okay, sure. Perfect. This is a really good book. So,
the title is very
interesting.
hot, però lotta di classe del XX secolo.
Oh, nice. Show me. Let me show you this book online so that people can read and understand. These problems might solve in future. La lotta di classe. What does it mean? Lotta di classe.
Sì, vabbè, il titolo è suggested title.
Okay.
But,
Okay. It's interesting one. Mm-hmm. Okay. You know what? Long time, I was thinking about, various, problems for the root cause, I was studying because it's my interest area.
Yes.
Even I too, I like, social problems and social areas. So I end up doing so much deep research, and I found the root cause. Che cosa? Root cause? Come si chiama? Radice di questo problema. You know what is that? Can you guess?
Guess.
Puoi indovinare che cosa radice che portando su tutti i problemi?
No, proprio indovinare no, I don't know.
Che cosa potrebbe, che cosa? Per tutte queste cose, questi problemi, for all these problems, what could be the root cause? For all this is a big question. But simple answer, yes.
One root?
No, one root which is very important. I tell you the interesting answer. Okay. For me, I feel it's strong. Okay. Let me put it in a very small phrase. So I'm thinking, how do I really phrase this sentence in a nice way? The root cause first is like, engineers, doctors, whoever, whoever, whatever they study. The root cause is schools,
Yes.
scuola,
Cultural.
and house parents. This is the root cause.
Sì.
Because tu vuoi diventare un artista, però genitori, scuole dice no, diventa un dottore perché guadagna tanto.
Certo.
You have to become a doctor by force, and you end up earning money like without even having an empathy on your role.
Okay.
You don't have empathy.
Okay.
You
okay.
become a doctor by force, like parents are forcing you to become a doctor because you're earning more. And teachers are telling, oh, you have to become a doctor because,
Yes.
this is what your parents have sent you for. So this thing has to change. Every person is unique in their own skills and knowledge and their own interest. At least they should respect their internal feeling, like at least when they grow up. Like for example, a person he doesn't want to become a police officer, but department is giving you more perks, you end up getting into police. That's not a thing. So even parents and teachers should recognize what's there inside you, inside
Yes.
you, and support what you are good with. Identify what's your baby is good with. Not forcing them to become something which they don't like.
No. Yes.
This is what is making all problems. Because they become doctor and they're doing business. They're becoming engineers and they are taking funds of the government and not putting the idea in practice. They're taking several years and they're not really helping the nation in a right way.
Yes.
So everybody, if they are doing this at least 50% of the responsibility, then the world will change completely in a beautiful way.
Yes.
At least 50%.
Yes. But
50%. I'm not expecting much. I'm not telling you to become a social service person, but I'm telling you at least 50% of your knowledge.
But yes, but I think many young people non sviluppano,
don't develop themselves.
Personal idea of the future.
They don't have idea.
But
I'm sure, pretty sure.
Okay, many people non guardano.
Non pensano che
non pensano quello che vogliono essere.
They don't think.
Non pensano,
and it's all confusion.
Pensano solo quello che è comodo essere. Okay?
Esatto.
È comodo essere, ok? Allora.
And that's the main problem.
You think a journalist.
Exactly.
All journalists repeat
the same thing.
The same, or the idea of the system that pay.
Exactly.
Okay?
That's
That
what we are all like. Corrupted minds go to money.
Okay.
We are just bending. Everybody is bending for the money.
Losing very, very simply to do a journalist, to fare journalist, to do a journalist. You devi
to
dire
become a journalist.
To become a journalist. Fabio, dici questo, io dico questo.
Exactly, they are copying everywhere. They're copying everywhere.
Ok.
Mm-hmm.
Che c'è ora?
Lui già preso un altro teddy.
Ma perché state prendendo le cose dal frigo?
Io ho preso solo uno yogurt per me, una cosa.
Okay.
Luigi,
Vabbè,
uno yogurt e un teddy e sta prendendo un altro
It's a good
teddy.
topic we're going to discuss, in the future days again, back to, the square one like. And now I'm going to ask you the same thing. I will say one sentence. His speech was coarse. What does it mean? His speech was coarse.
Was coarse.
We discussed this. C-O-A-R-S-E. Coarse.
Coarse.
He has a coarse speech.
Sì, parlare
Rude.
sì,
È voce brutta.
Brutta.
Non brutta, però anche rude.
rude,
Maleducato.
maleducato, ok.
Okay.
Ok.
His speech was coarse. He
Okay,
was
his speech was coarse. Yes.
He's so rude. Un'altra
Ok.
parola rude e un altro maleducato, e poi alto voce
Okay,
dice una
okay,
speech,
yes.
okay? And please don't share this information, it's discreet.
Okay, please.
It's discreet information, please don't share it. Your
Discreet. Discreet. Sì, I remember discreet.
okay.
Repeat the sentence.
Exactly. Please don't share this discreet information.
Sì, che non è discreto.
Discreet information. This information is discreet. Do not share with outsiders.
Okay, I remember.
No, don't worry. Try to.
Sì, I
sentence.
remember.
I tell you. This case vuol dire, capito? Che cosa case? Case è quello che tu fai, case.
Sì,
Come si chiama? Corso.
corso, sì.
Questo corso. This case is discreet. Don't share with your colleagues.
Ok.
Che cosa vuol dire?
Riservato, no, riservato dire. Discreet.
Molto privacy.
Sì, riservato, giusto,
Ok.
allora, giusto, ricordare.
E poi, come si chiama? Yeah. Could you please...
Non parlarne ai tuoi colleghi, discreet.
Questa informazione è
riservata.
privacy e poi come si
Sì.
chiama?
Riservato.
Confidential.
Ok.
Confidential,
Yes,
non
yes.
share with others, please.
Ok.
You know?
Ok.
The court case is so confidential.
Ok.
Between husband and wife.
Riservato in Italia.
Don't share
Okay.
with
In
others.
Italia, riservato.
Could you please discreet between that painting and these photographs?
Ok.
Che cosa vuol dire?
Di spiegarti che differenza c'è tra
Could you please
questa fotografia e questa immagine.
dimmi la differenza mentre quello dipinge e queste fotografie. Could you please go further and take a turn right side?
Repeat, please.
Just go further and take a right. What does it mean?
Further. F-U-R-T.
Further.
Further.
Father. Father.
Sì. Father, papà, father.
Vuol dire, I'm telling you again. Please go further and take right. Please go further and take right.
Avanti.
Exactly.
Molto avanti.
Molto avanti. Esatto.
Molto
Go avanti. Esatto.
Un bel po' avanti.
Exactly. Greater distance, yeah. And do you have any plans to get for this occasion?
For
No. Do you have a plan to get fur? Do you have a plan to get fur this occasion?
For come per.
Ci sta due, devi ricordare quelle parole che io ho detto.
Ok.
Fur. Can you get fur to decorate the house? Christmas tree. Oh.
Che stai facendo? Che stai facendo? Chiudi. Luigi. Non fare modello. Guarda che hai fatto un casino. Luigi.
You do something?
Allora.
Fur is
No, fear, ok.
no, fur. It's written as fear, F-I-R, but pronunciation is fur.
Christmas tree, okay.
So,
I don't remember.
So that's why I said, can you get fur for
Fur.
decorating a house? Can you get the tree to decorate
Okay.
the house? And the other fur, you remember? Fur is the for clothes.
Sì, sì,
Okay,
okay.
remember. And you said something last time. I want to flee away from the house.
Flee,
What does it mean?
flee,
I want to
repeat the sentence.
I want to flee away from the house.
I want to flee,
I want to flee from
andare
the
via,
house. Exactly.
ok? Ok, andare via da casa.
Exactly.
Flee. Come volare, capito?
Exactly.
Flee.
And this flea has sting me and I'm in a hospital.
Sì, ha una ferita, cos'era?
Un insetto.
Un insetto che flea.
Stink.
Stink.
Okay, and
Sì,
I'm in
sì,
a hospital.
sì.
Flea, F-L-E-A, okay?
Insetto.
And this is, preface forward. The author has written the forward. E un altro foul. Però per me foul. Io pronuncio come foul. Per una
Gioco,
esatto.
ok, fallo gioco. It's fall.
You didn't follow the regulation.
Okay.
It's foul. And the other foul
The other fall era
is domestic, hen, goose, turkey. You remember?
no.
Like hen, you eat chicken, right?
Okay.
Turkey, grande.
Fall.
Is the same. One fowl is very follow the regulation in sports. The other fowl is the hen, turkey. Remember, turkey because it's a domestic animal which you eat.
Mangiare. Sì.
Duck, okay.
Ok,
Grande.
ok. Che faccio questa settimana? Non mi racconti perché.
Guarda, l'importante è che come si chiama, scrivi una storia, però senza guardare quel libro che tu hai detto, già detto. Non devi guardare quello.
No,
Ricordati.
di altra cosa.
Un altro libro, qualsiasi cosa, quello che ti fa interessante per parlare. Social problems or economic or whatever you want to come up with. But write, tu hai letto quel libro tutto?
No.
Metà? Ok. Tu scrivi il libro nome e poi scrivi la storia in inglese. Se vuoi, 3 giorni leggi quello libro ancora, per prendere un po' di cose, e poi, senza pensare in italiano per favore, is try to write.
Comunque,
I will come up with your solution. I will research how to, stop.
in the start of the lesson, I very blocked.
Because it's been stopped.
No, non ricordavo
That happens. It's natural phenomenon. For the beginning, it's always
no, very, very difficult.
But once you start, you will get it. Once you start, from the middle you get interest. So that's why you need to, come up with really reading things.